Hello CCU and welcome back to the good news. Today we're covering this past week's extreme weather conditions. Thanks Colorado for your bipolarness. But before we dive in, let's review how weather works through the water cycle. Water evaporates from the Earth's surface by heating from the sun. Once in the atmosphere, the water cools and condenses into rain, snow, and even hail. It then falls again to the earth as precipitation. The water either collects in rivers or lakes or oceans. Some of it collects as groundwater as well. But eventually it will evaporate once more to continue the cycle. But where and how do these extreme weather conditions form, such as tornadoes and hurricanes? Let's go to some of our weather women to find out.
Thanks, Maddie. All right, we're chasing a tornado right now, and it's pretty scary. Some things you guys should know about tornadoes. They start in warm, moist environments, and they are rapidly spinning tunnels of air. Something you guys also need to know is that there's a lot of debris that comes around with this, and so it's very dangerous. So you can tell I'm pretty scared driving. I'm looking for shelter because another thing that happens with tornadoes is that hail and thunderstorms and even more tornadoes can produce from tornadoes. And so it's pretty scary. We've never experienced one like this in Colorado before because it's so cold here. Some interesting facts about this is it could be up to 200 miles per hour. I'm not getting close enough to see. But I can tell from the bottom that it is about 5 miles wide at the bottom. And that's pretty scary. I'm going for shelter in CCU Yetter because they have a basement, and that's what you should do if you are in a scenario of a tornado. The last thing you guys should know about this is that tornadoes can happen in any season. Don't be fooled. It's not just in summer. It's not just in spring. It could happen in winter, and it could happen anywhere.
Hi everyone, I'm out here on the shoreline of the Pacific Ocean, which is a tropical ocean, and as you can see, there's a crazy hurricane starting to evolve right behind me. Hurricanes are the most violent type of storm that there is, and they have taken over 2 million lives over the last 200 years. The term hurricane is only used for large storms that form over the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean. It's fine. In order for a storm to be considered a hurricane, the winds must reach up to 74 miles per hour. Anything lower, not a hurricane, just a wimpy storm. Now, all hurricanes form the same way, near the equator over warm ocean waters, and they often begin as a huge tropical wave. Hurricanes use warm, moist air as fuel, and this is why they only form over ocean waters by the equator, because it's warm and it's moist and it's gross. The warm, moist air rises upward, which then leaves a little thing on the bottom of lower pressure, and because the low pressure, more air rushes in and creates a super strong storm. And then the air rises and makes clouds and storms and rain and stuff like that. And then some of the most common characteristics of a hurricane is wind, which you can see we're getting lots of wind out here today, and rain, which hasn't quite hit us yet, but it's usually very rainy. Hurricanes also come with sometimes tornadoes and severe flooding. So hurricanes get pretty crazy, and although the weather we experience from hurricanes is quite severe, the weather in the eye of a hurricane is quite calm. We're getting pretty crazy. We gotta seek shelter else we're all gonna blow away. Back to you.
Hi, my name is Logan Cartwright, and I'm here to report on blizzards. The National Weather Service defines a blizzard as a storm with large amounts of snow or blowing snow, winds greater than 35 miles per hour, and visibility of less than a quarter mile for at least 3 hours. Some blizzards, called ground blizzards, have no falling snow. Instead, snow that had fallen before the blizzard is blown around or drifts in a way to create these conditions. Now let's talk about how blizzards happen. For a blizzard to form, warm air must rise over cold air. There are 2 ways that this may happen. Winds pull cold air toward the equator from the poles and bring warm air toward the poles from the equator. When warm air and cold air are brought together, a front is formed and precipitation occurs. Blizzards can also occur after snowfall, when high winds cause whiteouts, fallen snow blowing around, and snowdrifts, which decrease visibility. A blizzard is a snowstorm on steroids, and the term blizzard may be tossed around casually, but to officially qualify as a blizzard, a storm has to meet the following 3 criteria. First of all, sustained wind or frequent gusts of over 35 miles per hour or greater. Considerable falling and or blowing snow reducing visibility to under a quarter mile. And finally, these conditions have to continue for at least 3 hours consecutively.